That's the start of this morning's walk. We're up at Villaflor at the top.
Barry, take a picture of this restaurant.
Yeah. The hotel and restaurant at the side of us there. But there are parking spaces up here and it's very fresh, very nice. I'm off up the hill. Only about an hour and a half's walk, it's quite short. Can be made longer or shorter.
How long did it take you to get here?
The first job was to decide which path to take. It's not downhill. It is marked that this is a path and the other one isn't, so we're off up this one. It's difficult to see to start with which one I should be on. But half a dozen women have just run down this hill, so it must be fairly well signposted. I planned this walk 2 years ago. I never got around to doing it. It looked a bit sparse as far as the pines were concerned, but of course we are fairly high up. We'll be pushing over 1700 metres by the time I get near the top. So I'm getting very fresh air. I've got a left turn coming up soon. We'll see it in a minute. Some interesting little flowers on a tree there. And I can see them. It is very sunny up here, and you can see in the distance. I think as we go up a bit further, we have a turn off coming up, so I now have to decide. Oh, there's 3 of them. Ah, that's just a parking space. It doesn't matter, they all go to the same place. So I will take the bottom one. I'm not walking up the hill for no good reason, and I'll see what it's like in a minute. Very pretty up here. We're in vineyard country. Local crop. It is fairly good quality ground, although higher up, as you can see, up there, it's all turned into vineyards. It's the money crop. Got terraces all up this side as well, but I shall be walking through them and out into the forest about 100 metres ahead there, as you can see. I'll be there in a minute. Just a little detour. This is somebody's land, but just to show the flowers again. These, I think, are Californian poppies. Still in bloom up here. He has lots at the bottom of his vineyard. And of course, we have magnificent views again. Just shows there are still places to explore. I'm now walking out of the farmed areas. 100 metres, I come to the start of the loop. I need the right hand track. We return on the left hand track. So, and of course I've already started the climb. Just under 300 metre climb today. So fairly physical. Well, here I am, start of the loop. That's the return track. This is the outward track. The climb is all done in the first 2 kilometres, so expect this now to go on for another half hour or so. And as you can see, as we get round this corner, it just goes Up and up. Need to get through this before the sun really comes up today. I lost my map off the mobile phone for some reason. It's now sorted it back. Unfortunately, I did plan this route in 2021. I said I've got to go across here. And the path is up there. All rather strange, yes. Need the stick to get there. Oh, there we are, Hansel path. It's strange because it does go back to the same place. Why they insisted that the path was up here, I don't know. But again, magnificent views down to the coast. I mean, I don't know what that is through the trees there, but that some part of Tenerife, don't know which. Well, a little detour. I had to come back onto this path. I could see this sign from way down there. I'm now faced with going up there or along there. So I need to look at my map again. I have a nasty feeling it's going uphill, as I thought. The difficult path was the one that I'm supposed to be walking. The other one is the first get out route. You can shorten this in 2 places. So I've abandoned the first short get out route. Now walking towards the second. But seeing here, it's only about 1 kilometre to the top. I don't see me needing that. I'm still climbing fairly hard. Got round there and up to the top of that ridge to go. Meantime, the other direction, down the mountain to the coast. Amazing views. Oh, I better do a bit more walking. Well, the track seems to be levelling out somewhat. Still got some climb to do, but a bit of respite. And we're off the bedrock. All the way up it's been on bedrock, which is a bit difficult to walk on. Still got a fair amount here, but there is a path rather than just rock. And we're going higher and higher. Up amongst the trees somewhere there, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you are. A fire tower. I appear to be at the first stop on the climb up. We've got a bit of downhill, and I've just seen El La Gomera out to the left. Oh, there we are. I'll show you in a second. There it is in the very distance. Difficult because the automatic focus is going onto the trees locally. But it's a very nice view of La Gomera. Around on this side, I'll pan back in a bit. You can see the cloud on the hillside there. There's a bit more climbing. In front of us, where the fire tower is, looks like the edge of the caldera. few hundred metres further up. We're not going there, so we'll carry on down. It's a nice simple walk here. I'll find out that should be able to see. This looks like quite attractive. A bit of shade now. It's a bit of a problem with this walk in that it is in sun for a lot of the time. But we're going round, we're okay. Well, the shade is welcome. I'll stand here for a while. But the path goes up there, then zigzags up towards the top. So still more climbing to do. But we will get there eventually. Oh well, it's nice. A bit more shade and I can take better pictures. 200 metres ahead is the top of the walk, so by the time I've gone up the zigzag path in front of us, I should be on the flat and coming down. Some more pretty flowers. The fire tower, which was a long way above me, is now getting very close. So I'm climbing quite hard still. I'm not going to reach that height, but I'm going to be fairly high at the top. The pines are very sparse up here. Typical mountain with lots where you're near the bedrock. Even the pines struggle up here. There we are. That's the top of the walk. I've stopped in the shade just to do a quick video. It's getting quite warm. So 100 metres and I'm on the way down. It is really different. Not the most attractive of paths to walk up, but a new different part of Tenerife. And the ridge onto the top doesn't seem to be far in front of us. I didn't expect a route map to be up here. In actual fact, it's been burnt off or torn off by people. So there's nothing there, but I'm fairly close to the top now. I thought the top was around that corner, but of course GPS and paths don't always coincide. I'll go around the next bend and check again to make sure that the path hasn't gone off, because I'm going down a path rather than a track. I might stand in the shade of this tree. After a little excursion up the track, I found I was past the turn off. I should have realised that where the signpost was, there would be a little path opposite. Not easy to see, but it is there. And this is the way down. So I'm now over the top and going down the hill. Boy, it looks like a big barranco in the way here. Off to the side there. Oh, we are going down it. The path goes down here, then turns to the right, and I'm afraid into the barranco. So I've now got some effort on my knees. Well, I shall be going down there. Looks like a couple of barrancos tacked on top of one another. A long way down there. But there is a path on the other side. I don't know if you can see that. Going up on the other side. So presumably that's where I'm going. I hate to think that I'm going downhill on the other side as well. Right on the top. There's a path going out on the top, up there. So, hard walk. Now this is quite pleasant. We have some shade from the rocks and the little purple flowers. They're growing out of the rock face. Quite nice. We turn to the left here, sharp turn to the left. Path's not walked very much by the looks of this. It is there, but not easy to see. I'm going down deeper into this barranco. I need to turn this off and concentrate on walking. Well, the path's now turning down here, goes down into the bottom of the barranco down there, and then out the other side, and I'm afraid up the other side of the barranco. But that's the path, that's where we have to walk. This is a bit strange, this place. It's a barranco that's kind of fallen in on itself. The path down, I'll show you in a minute because I'll have to turn it off again to get down the last bit. It's too dangerous to video. I'm down in the bottom now, having come down that face there. It is difficult. It's possible to come down. The trouble is that there are lots of loose pine cones there. When you get down it's okay. The trouble now is finding my way out. I'm hoping it's up there and round and not up there, which is impossible. So I'm going that way. I'll find out at the top where I am. Well, that was the way out, and now I'm up there as far as I know. I am going to check with the GPS. It looks as though somebody has walked across there as well, so I need to know which way. But I'm very close to a ridge up there. There in the distance is a cairn. This is not on the path up to the top, but the path across the face. So it looks as though, if I can untangle this, I'm going across and up to that ridge over there. Well, there's the cairn in front of us. And the path looks as though it goes down across the face, down that way, so I don't go over that ridge up there, which looks a bit steep. Well, I can now see the path going down as it should into the distance there. So we are on the way down, but I've never walked this before, so I've no idea. GPS says we're fine, so that's okay. The ridge there appears to be coming down to join me. So further down, we probably will get over that ridge, or around the corner anyway. A different type of cairn, a rock just sat on top, I suppose, building them. Certainly when you're walking down it is not something you want to be doing. You're concentrating on just surviving. There's the ridge ending where all this rocks tumble down off the top there. We're going to go around that corner there and see where it goes then. Probably down into the bottom again and out the other side. And here we are climbing up the last bit of this bit to join the ridge. I'll get to the top of this ridge. Oh, the views are going to get you nice round the corner. Meanwhile, the view down there isn't bad. And up the other side, I've come off the top of that barranco up there, down into the bottom, now up this side. I think I'm going to walk around the end of that barranco, but we'll see in a while. I'll just check slowly with this. There's a lot of loose scree about here. Videoing is not a good idea, but it looks as though as one gets to this corner there will be a good view and it will be nice to show people. There we are. And as we come round, a magnificent view down to the coast. That is amazing. It just shows how high up we are. I'm not sure where I'm going. It may be that I'm going across there to the other side, but for the time being it looks as though I'm down this path here. You will see the ridge is now no more than 5 metres above us probably, but I'll take some pictures further down. Well, the GPS says we're fine. I'm going down the path there, but look at the view. Quite amazing. Can't see the islands as such. I'm not even sure what that. If we go right in there, that must reveal a floor or the vineyards above at Travacco. Oh yes, that's it. It is the area of Travacco. So that's just above Escalona. But the rest is just something magical to look at. Ah, yes, there is an island out through that gap there. And again, I don't know if you can see that. It's only just visible to me. No, it's not very good. Pity. It could be La Gomera or it could be La Palma, I don't know. A couple of cairns have been put down to tell people they've got to turn left sharply here. The path is going to go down there. I've looked at the GPS, we are on the right track. And presumably it's down there in the bottom. You can see that down there, there's a track path. But we will see. Can't see the island anymore, so I don't know where that is. We've been walking an hour and 10 minutes now, so another 20-30 minutes should see me close to being back. We're well down now. Someone's been very careful with cairns here. There's one there. And one there. Pointing to the fact that the path does turn sharp. Right here we're zigzagging down. So we're not going straight down as I thought. We're going to the right. Well, the path disappeared for a while, but we've now got some kind of a little circle. And the path does go around the side of it. The path is there. So you come between the two cairns and straight down, not to the right. Well, never mind. We got here. And this is fairly easy walking. I'm on the flat, and even though there's scree about, it's not loose. And we are getting into some pretty white flowers. I don't know if these are coming into bloom or past their best. Can't see any dead ones there. Another piece of stonework down here. And we've joined a very big farm. Oh, I can't imagine at all what that's for, but I'll put that down and walk to the edge. I know where I am. I'm on the very edge of a cliff. As I walk this way, you can see there. This is a seriously high cliff I'm on now. But the view is phenomenal, and the cliff goes right around there, so I may be walking around that cliff in a minute. Can't see where else I'm going to go. I really need to check with the GPS now. Pick my stick up and make sure I go in the right direction. Well, the GPS, as you can see, says turn left and there'll be a nice viewpoint around the corner. Can't be much better than this one, but we will see. So it's a good job we got GPS, or we could be miles away, probably over way down to Ifonchi if we keep going that way. That's where we're going to go back now. Well, this is the viewpoint it said I should be looking over. A serious high cliffs we're on now at the top of. I saw them from the other end when I started the walk, but I didn't realise I'd be stood on top of them later on today. And we're going to go around that corner in a minute. But again, the views are really phenomenal. I'm not sure what that is, which bit of mountain that is in the far distance. Down on the coast, but and the rock face over there is quite stunning. And the trees going up. If we go, oops, a daisy, don't want to fall that way. Right, I need to find the path again, but that's up towards the ridge. The path is up this way. I can walk down to it here. The white flowers on the little bushes are quite pretty. You wouldn't believe that you struggle to get up a mountain and you find someone had brought concrete up here and pebbles and laid a path across this. Oh, this is a barranco, obviously water does come down here. But put a path in. I must have carted all that stuff up here. All very odd. We're obviously on a recommended path because now I've got a set of steps laid in stone that go up the front of this rock face, and as it goes up there's even more in front of me. Wonderful. It's a bit like a staircase to heaven, this. It's obviously going to go right round and onto the top of this ridge. So, good for you, our cardiovascular system. Stop to look at the flowers, pretty flower, but also there and past the tree. Some more stairs to get us up onto the top of that ridge up there. It is a very attractive walk, this. A few airy places, but very different. So I'll show you this right, this side. This is quite amazing. Right, reach the next set of stairs, going up and round that corner there, up to the top. The path from the top of the steps is not obvious, but it does go straight up there. I just checked the GPS to find I was starting to walk up to the top of Taylor. The path is down there, 20 or 30 metres down this way. It's a path down to it, so I'm not the only one that's done this. I ought to have my stick out. It's interesting because we look at, as though we've reached the I don't know if you can see it. Walk towards it. There's a path. And if we go a bit further around, it should be on that rock. Oh, I can't see it. It does say that it's the the one that goes to Ifonchi from Villaflor, the whole island route. Oh my goodness me, the view, even looking backwards, oh, quite amazing. It would be nice to go up there. I wonder. Well, for now it's down this way. That's where the path's going in front of us. It goes in a little zigzag down there. It's difficult to know exactly where one is. I thought we were closer to Stavaco than we are. Stavaco must be that there, right in the distance. Those are the major vineyards. Oh yeah, and there's a car coming up there. That's where we normally walk, from that corner. Difficult to show. This path is well maintained. That's because it's the 130, the whole island walk. So I'm going up and down staircases, sets of steps that they've laid, and on fairly well trodden paths, obviously. Other people walk this besides me. Need a stick again. Did wonder why my right knee was beginning to complain, and realised that the impact of so much up and down, my monopod had tried to close one of its things. I was walking with a shorter stick and leaning forward. But now we're back with a sensible stick. Another little bit of paving that's been set by someone spending time up here. Unfortunately, can't see the islands today, but it's the view back from this path. You've got a clear space for a while, as you can see. Really nice views. Back to over there somewhere is Los Cristianos. I'm not sure which. We go right down there. What area that is? Well, we carry on. This path's very nice. As you can see, it's well looked after, wide, and it's been made level, not like the one I came on to get here, which was across a scree slope, which walkers had had to try and make safe. Well, here I am at the end of the loop. As you can see, we've got the 130 information there on the thing. I went up there and been round. Now I just have to walk back down here to the minibus. There's a water control tower just in front of us, but not far to the finish now. I should have come back down that path, which is a yellow and white one, rather than this one, which is the 130. But I must have missed a turn somewhere. It doesn't really matter, we get both of them come to the same place. But it might be end of the day's walk up there to go on the alternative bottom path around there, just to see what it's like that way. Well, I'm getting to the end of the walk now. I suppose I got it down as an hour and a half walk, certainly an hour and 3/4. I've taken an hour and 3/4 roughly, but I've done a lot of videoing and stopping. So, shortish walk, less than 2 hours. And a different walk. Some fairly rough patches, but then some quite magnificent views. You pay your money, you take your choice. And here we are at the end of the walk. Oh, football pitch there. Didn't see that on the way up. But the minibus in front of us there, somewhere amongst those bushes, trees, and I'd say an hour and 3/4 certainly. You could do it in an hour and a half probably. But there we are. Another nice walk. And here we are, back at the minibus. I'm going to stand in the shade and take my boots off.